Hey guys, check this out. This is my freelance movie review. Possibly spoilers in there. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna give this a zing. I just saw this. It was we have a thing in here in Salem where they show the movie a week prior, but you don't know what it is before you see it. So what was it that I saw tonight? Freelance, starring John Cena and Allison Brie and Juan Pablo Raba. Okay, those are the main players. There's a fourth character who plays another bad guy in there. Um, so my clip notes. Okay, as a guy who loves movies, okay, I mean, one of the biggest things is people make movies with their military based. This is what this is. It always has a component. If people want to get a budget for a film, apparently you have to have military involved. That means you could use their vehicles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, Not a big John Cena fan. I mean, I haven't really watched the whole movie. Where I did Suicide Squad. It looked like bullshit. Anyways, all of it looks like shit. So military base. I can see him doing great. I don't know who. I mean, I know the dude's fucking huge. First of all, the guy is fucking giant, and it's kind of almost like trippy looking how big he's so fucking swole. But he did some acting. He did some acting. He did the acting and got his thing. I know they're obviously he's going to be around for like a long time because they're keep on making these movies with him in it, and he seems like to have a pretty golden ticket internationally. That's why these movies are made to international fare, globally. Very Allison Bree's in it. Very, very fun, beautiful woman. Very funny. I liked all of her stuff I've seen her in. Watched Glow for a period of time. I liked her. She's good. She's good. She balanced out Cena's thing. I mean, she gave it. She's a good actor, and she's funny, and she's hot and sexy. So she checks a lot of boxes. Um, Location shots are great. Oh, the guy who plays the president of this, I don't know, it's fictitious country, or I don't know if it's real. I don't think it doesn't seem real. But anyways, he did a good job too. So everyone kind of fills their roles. It's a pretty kind of a cookie cutter scenario, some good action scenes. If they but dark, it's an action comedy. It's billed as an action comedy. I mean, if people were put in this situation, they would be fucking, the bloodshed alone would have like had made somebody have a heart attack if they're either in the Alison Brie's character. All these deaths. I mean, they're pretty good. Splatterific, maybe. And There was some green screen stuff that was very funny on a horse running sequence, which I thought in this day and age, I know you can't put your stars on horses, but the blue screen was really, I don't know if they're going for camp, but they're kind of writing this line where there's getting these really kind of horrific killings, and then everybody kind of walks it off, and it's no big deal. Did you see that? Yeah, it looked pretty cool, didn't it? And kind of that stuff, but it's a dark. So you have a dark comedy guy. Coen Brothers maybe could pull stuff like this off, but the vistas, the locations were really pretty. You got some long drawn out. When they elongate a sequence of events, especially action and fight scenes, where they where where they cut. Star Wars does this all the time. I haven't watched any of the new Star Wars bullshit, but like where they'll have two fights going on at the same time, and they'll intercut. So that basically elongates the whole sequence. Like instead of playing one fight out at a time, which would be nice. But or put them on a split screen or something like that. That'd been kind of cool. But okay, John Cena does some acting. His wife does some acting. The little kid's cute in it. She does. Everyone kind of fills the pockets of a commercially made, a military based idea, sort of an adventure comedy. The comedy, Allison brings a comedy. John, I think he had a couple. He did okay. All right, he's not. I mean, he can act. I mean, I don't know. He's got like a rock situation. Anyways, I don't make this too long. So basically, Christian Slater was in the movie too. Did a okay job. It's just good to see Christian working. Great plugs. I don't know if he's got hair plugs or not, but I do believe he does. But if he does, he's got the best hair plugs in the business besides Tom Hanks. Um, yeah, he did a formidable job. He kind of was just in, kind of out, nice. Uh, Everyone just kind of showed up to work, and they did a good job. And the scenarios that play out in this movie are they got. If you don't like eye rolling, you're not gonna like this movie because that's all John Cena is doing. And besides, he's like I said, he's an actor. He's doing good. He's bringing home the bacon, and it's formidable. What more do you want? But I think they should have done this as a dark comedy. And a dark comedy, I think, because they kind of tried maybe a little bit, but anyways, I was thinking of giving this a if I was to rate this movie, I would give it a quarter buffalo. Not a whole buffalo, not a half a buffalo, a quarter of a buffalo. Would I see it in the movie theater? No. Would I actually pay to see this movie in a movie theater? No. But I was invited and I saw it, and that's my Elsa Brie does have a very sexy scene in there, and so that's why the quarter buffalo, because she does have a sexy scene. She's very, very sexy. And the tattoo is very nice, and I think she's a force to be reckoned with. I think it's her movie. Steven Stiller, I don't know. The thing, John Cena is an internationally known actor. He's gonna be making movies for the next 100 years. This is like Schwarzenegger or something like that. They've already got his brand is up and running, full strong. So this is a John Cena movie. But Alison Brie would be the one thing. The guy won, Pablo, is great as the president. Very charismatic. Very almost like I had the name before I thought of this. Very Pedro Pascal in a way. Let's see. Okay, so that's my quick review. We'll see. So you deal with it. I got a quarter buffalo, not a whole buffalo. I wouldn't see this thing in a movie theater, but it was the action. Nice seeing things explode. People getting shot. If people getting shot and blown away, or like getting stabbed in the neck right behind you, you'd be freaking out. So that's where the comedy should have come from. Instead of like, did you see that shot I just made? Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyways, check out my website, my podcast, Brett's with Friends. Brett's with Friends. Quick review. Do it as you will. Just it'll be coming out in a week, I guess. Alison Brie is very, very nice in this movie. John Cena. Okay, that's a wrap. Brett's with Friends podcast on YouTube. BrettWoods.com. BrettWoods22 on TikTok and the gram. Cheers.